Well, good afternoon from Central Virginia. Today I am going to wake up my strawberry plants and get them going for their growth time in the spring. Strawberries go dormant during the winter time. They sometimes actually look dead, but sometime around late February, early March in this area, they start to perk up and you begin to see the new growth in the crowns come back to life. That's the time that you want to go ahead and give them some nutrition. You want to give them some compost and you want to give them a good drink of liquid fish emulsion and get them going. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm in my little kitchen garden, which this year I'm going to pay more attention to. And I've already got it planted up with lots of lettuces and arugulas and spinaches and things like that. And I've decided to dedicate this bed right here to strawberries primarily. I have several plants that are growing in there, and you can see them. They've actually greened up quite a lot in the last week or so. So here is the strawberry plant. You can see the leaves are turning green, and you can see this is the crown here. This is the mother plant. It does send out runners. This runner did not produce anything. This is actually not a strawberry. I want to go ahead and get any competition out of here for these. Here's another strawberry plant right here. Here's the crown. It's going to start growing. Here's another here. All of these are just starting to perk right up. And so I'm going to go ahead and get them started. And I'll show you how I'm going to do this. I have cleared out the bed. I want to remove any weeds. You can see I've already put a little bit of compost down here. Let's get these. These are chickweed here. I want to get that out. So all we're going to do is for each of the plants, I'm going to put a bunch of compost around it. So excited that I'm using some of the compost that I made in the fall using my new hot compost method. It worked beautifully, and now I have gorgeous compost to use on my strawberries, complete with a few worms in there. They're getting relocated from the compost bin down below to this garden bed. I think they'll be very happy. Just like this. Nice, rich, delicious compost. There's a worm in that one. You see him? He'll be happy, little guy. Just keep doing your thing. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to add compost all around these plants. Not cover them up, but just up to. Worms are getting some relocation services here. Compost. Everybody's going to get a nice bunch of compost. My goodness, here's a lettuce that got planted last fall. Right here. I'll just leave it. See if it would like to grow a little. I have absolutely positively no idea what kind of strawberries these are. Why is that? Well, it's because I didn't actually originally put them in. My dad had planted some strawberries back here years and years and years ago, but honestly, they weren't really doing anything. And then I decided, well, let me see if I can take some of these runners and get them going and established. And so I put them in new places, and that seemed to do the trick. Now, this year, my challenge is going to be to keep the birds and the squirrels out of my strawberries. And you can see I'm just taking a scoop of compost and putting it all around each plant. Worms, y'all are going to be happy here, I think. This also has oregano in it. I think that'll be fine. I'll just keep it sort of trimmed back so it doesn't completely overtake the bed. Okay, so when you plant a strawberry runner, you want the crowns, oh, look, there's a grub there. You want the crowns to be above the soil line. Don't bury the crown. This is the crown. That's looking pretty good. So now I'm just going to take some fish emulsion. This is a high nitrogen instant liquid organic fertilizer. It's 511 NPK. And you put about 2 tablespoons into a gallon of water. And I'm going to give these strawberries a drink. This is really all the fertilization that I'll do in the spring. I'm doing this right now just to give them a little jump start, just to kind of get them going in the spring. Now that their growth, they've come out of their dormancy and they're ready to grow. You don't have to worry about frost with strawberries. They look so delicate, but they are tough, tough, tough. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go mix this up in my water bucket. I'm just going to give each one of these plants around the roots and on the foliage a little drink of water with the fish emulsion in it. This is going to be nutrient that is immediately available to them and will help with starting their growth. And that's all there is to it. So I'm just going to put some hay or some straw on top of these eventually. It doesn't have to be right now. And they are just going to grow along very, very nicely. And come about May, we'll have some strawberries. Unless the squirrels and the birds and the slugs beat me to it. But I'm on to them this year. I'm going to get my strawberries. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.